Good day, everybody. So starting a new channel, and we're gonna run this little bugger right through its paces. LT10, bought it 2 years ago. I have nothing but good shit to say about this thing. It's been a money maker for me for 2 years almost, and I am not turning back. We'll run her through some paces and let you see what she can do once in a while. Other than that, it's pretty boring to watch, but it certainly is nice to make money right from your own yard. So from logs to this kind of stuff pretty quick. And maybe we'll do some woodworking stuff and some other things and blah blah blah. And we'll try and keep it remotely interesting for everybody. Until the next time, bye. Okay, so on with it. So we are using a woodmizer LT10. It's the smallest mill they make. Had it for about 2 years. Love it. It says right there, you know, built in the USA. Wow, whatever the hell that means. Not really a big fan of anything American, but certainly wasn't going to buy a Canadian version of something that's been perfected by somebody else already, so we're going to run with it. But as it says, built in the USA, run here in Canada. I don't think they got any trees left down there, do they? Anyway, so first video was selecting the log out, getting her cut to length. So here she is, and we've switched cameras because now poopy little iPhone is uploading, and every time I try to do something different, it takes a crap and deletes the video, and then I start from scratch again. Really getting a little bit frustrating, but we'll try and upgrade to a better camera situation here in the near future. So as I said, first log's on. According to our happy little list, I don't know where the hell that went. In my pocket somewhere. I know we're getting 2x6s out. Let's just see. Yes, 2x6s, 18 of them, 8 feet long, and we also need 2 8-foot long 6x6s. This is all going to be full dimension, not like that lumberyard stuff where it's not really what they tell you it is. It's just how we do things here. Bigger is better. So that's the game. So layout of the log. This thing cuts horizontally. Pretty straightforward and explanatory there. So we're going to come through and slice this thing up. Try and square it up as best we can. Your first cut's going to come out, you know, cut her off straight. And then she's going to get turned, quarter turn. We make another cut, and that'll give us a 90, which will actually sit against the log stays and on the mill bed. Give us a 90 degree, and then we'll start slicing through, and you end up getting some things out of there, cants and flitches and all kinds of nonsense. But the end of it all is to get boards. So we'll do that. So the first cuts are going to be loud as hell, so there's no real point in showing you much of that. We probably could, but again, it's just going to be a racket. So what I'll do is I'll make the first 2 cuts stop and pick up the video there and explain what we're going to do next. And I think she's pretty self-explanatory, and we're going to have some fun, hopefully. So that's it. See you on the next one. Yeah. Okay, so what's left of that log, I should have stopped and showed you a few of the cuts, but as I said, it's really flipping loud, and I don't really know what you're going to hear other than a racket. So anyway, whittled her down. I got 2 6x6s sitting there still on the mill. Piece of 1x6, as that was the offcut of getting those down to 12 inches, so I just slice them in half and make 2 byproducts right there. So come out as flitches. Flitches are either both sides or one side still having bark on, or the rounded live edge as they call it in the fashion terminology. So the gist of this is that's about a 14-inch board. I stand that back up on the mill like so, and zing off that little bit of bark, flip it over 180 degrees, and do that side, get her down to a square board, and then figure out what dimension we got, and if it works out, then happy land. It's a denomination of something that we can split. It's all that much better, but you know, 1x12s, 1x10s, 1x8s are required periodically, but 1x6s are the big sellers. So I've got this 1x, and then I've got several 2-inch ones here that will be 2x6s. Once I take the wane and bark off of them and square them up, they will be 2x6s. So out of that one log that you saw, it was about a 14 or 15-inch diameter log. I got my two 6x6s, a 1x6, about a 1x14, and 1, 2, 3 2x whatever they are, because they vary as you go through the log. As the diameter of the log meets in the middle, it's a little higher. On the outside, it's a little smaller. So as I said, I'll stand these back up on the mill, remove the bark sides, and see what we end up with. It will be at the end 2x6s. So that's that. Next step. Well, so out of that we got ourselves this 1x12 over there. We put into the miscellaneous pile. Another 4 2x2s to go to an order that I've got 200 to make. So piece by piece by piece, it's all byproduct, so it kind of works out that I get to sell it. And we got 3 2x6s, 2 6x6s, and as I mentioned, 1x6, a 1x12, and then probably 4 2x2s that are 8 feet long. And out of that log, that is it. What's on the Bobcat forks, that's it for garbage. So we try to get as much as we possibly can out of each and every tree, as cedar is skyrocketing in price for raw logs, making it a single man business such as myself to make it in the world. But we keep fighting the good fight, and fuck them. We'll just keep going. And that's it for today's little fiasco. Tomorrow we'll continue on cutting up. I need 22 2x6s, I believe. And once I get that, like, this order is done, and you can see it sitting there on the pallet over yonder. It's not a huge order, but a nice one nonetheless. Probably something I can peel off. If I didn't have to spend all this time videoing, I could probably have peeled it off in one full day. But we'll spread it out over 2 full days and have some fun doing it, because really there's no panic. This customer is more than patient, and actually has no plans of doing anything with the wood for about a week. So I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but hey, that's how we keep the squeaky wheel greased, as we keep moving forward. So next log over yonder, we'll be getting loaded on the mill in the morning, and we'll slam out another, by the looks of it, probably at least a dozen 2x6s maybe out of that one. And we only have to put one more chunk on. That order should be finished. So we'll pick up again tomorrow near the tail end and go through some of the stuff that we do, and continuing on. Till then, do what you do, because I'm doing what I do.